shit. So like they basically use me to. They basically use him to sell tickets. So if I didn't like knock him out or knock him down, they was never gonna give me that decision. So if you watch that fight on like YouTube or something, you'd be like, shit, that nigga really got beat up. But did you give the decision to the other dude? Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's the reason why I can't boxing, because it's
political.
It's very clear. It's political, like very, very clear. Like it's a unanimous. Like that nigga got his ass beat, and now they're telling me, like it's not. That's not the result.
That's all the reason. They like rematches and they can build stuff up.
I mean, yeah, I think they want to build him up a little bit, and then like, you gotta realize I'm not. So we were going to Florida to fight. I'm not local down there. So if I ever decide I want to fight for them, that's a portion of fans and like ticket sales that's not gonna come from no more. If they keep them local dudes in circulation, keep them winning, keep people hyped around them, the locals are gonna come out every time. So if it's a low card, like if it's a, let's say a short card, like 5, some shit, it's still gonna be a packed house because all their hometown favorites is on that card.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If it's a large show, you know what I'm saying, pro and amateur show, like it's gonna be a double packed house because they got all them hometown dudes on the card. Like they're out of town niggas for real.
Yeah, so why you just? I'm assuming you're trying to do more in Atlanta, right?
Yeah, I would love to fight in Atlanta. I can still out here, but like in Florida, like the main reason why I had to switch over from boxing to MMA is because man, them, like they really tried to punish me for my style. Like after like I'm inquisitive, so I had to go see my faults. Like I had to go talk to whoever I had to talk to. So everybody else is giving me praise, but I'm not hearing that. The judges didn't think that shit. Like, so I need to. They thought. So they was like, they didn't like the fact I fought on my back leg. Like, they don't like the fact that I was switching stances. And I'm like, bruh, in my head, I'm thinking, like, I still touch this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still touched him way more times. Like, I still did my job. Like,
yeah.
But I have Muay Thai movements, so I switch stances a lot. You know what I'm saying? I can fight on the back. I can fight going backwards. I can fight going forward. I can fight side.
Yeah.
Boxers, they want amateurs to fight forward all the time. They want it to be a junkyard fight every time. I'm not a junkyard fighter. I fight with pros. I fight like pros. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's no reason for me to go in looking to get a black eye to entertain some who want to see a street fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for me, it's like I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna touch you or knock you out. One of the two. But I'm not about to go in there for a firefight. That's not my style.
All right. So the nigga asked you to leave.
You can't. Talk about say his name.
Look at don't even gotta say that name. Maybe that's what's about to happen to that nigga.
Yeah.
So how are you preparing for this fight? How have you prepared?
Spend a lot of time on the bag. Spend a lot of time in the fight gym. I'm always training, always working out. We really freaking nature.
Yeah.
So my homies are trainers. I let them train me. My sparring partner, he also a trainer. So we just work together all day. I just kind of do a lot of that. Really, more my thing would be more mental preparation. Like I just be having to make sure, like I really have a reason to kill this nigga. Like most of the times they be wanting us to, like for me, like I'm athletic and I can treat it like a sport if I don't have a reason to really want to down. But it's a more violent, and that's just like that was a boxing mentality I had, which is completely different from MMA.
Of course.
MMA.
So when you get in there, are you trying to kill him, or are you just trying to like knock him out, or are you trying to?
MMA. That's my goal right there.
So you're trying to kill him.
Yeah, I want to put you out.
I'm not gonna lie to you, if I went in there with that mindset, I don't think there's a ref that would tell him, like, I don't care if he's tapping.
So I had a daydream like that. Like,
I'm a daydream?
Yeah, I daydream all the time.
About your eyes open?
Yeah. I mean, like, daydream, just wondering your thoughts.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I had a daydream like ground and pounding, and then my base is sturdy, and like being so sturdy that a ref could not like knock me off right on ground and pounding. Like, yeah, I'm just still punching. Like I had that daydream for like 3 minutes straight.
For 3 months straight?
3 minutes. But no, that is a reoccurring daydream all the time. Like being too sturdy for somebody to knock me off. Like,
Hulu has live sports. Hulu.
Damn, that was dope. But if Hulu doesn't just have live sports, I don't know, man.
We can make that work, right?
Because my base is sturdy. Yeah. I mean, like, Deja, just wondering your thoughts.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I had a Deja like ground and pounding, and then like, because my base is sturdy, and like being so sturdy that a ref could not like knock me off on ground and pounding. Like, yeah, I'm just still punching. Like I had that Deja for like 3 minutes straight.
For 3 months straight?
3 minutes. But no, that is a reoccurring Deja all the time. Like, being too sturdy for somebody to knock me off, like that's definitely a reoccurring Deja.
No, I hear you. So I'm assuming that's like the goal for this upcoming fight, right? Get off
ground pound? No, actually, man, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I want to rear naked choke this time.
Yeah, how you gonna beat this nigga ass? Let's figure this out.
I definitely know. Over. I'm gonna start the fight with a kick.
Oh, okay.
I want to end with a ground and pound to kind of know that highlight reel's gonna be. But I really feel like I might knock him out with either overhand right or uppercut. One of the two. I feel like.
Uppercut?
Yeah.
Okay.
Either a lead uppercut, either a right hand overhand, or maybe a kick to the head. One of the two, or like a kick straight out the middle, like instead of roundhouse.
I could really see like you see this going anywhere. Like
yeah, like it really could go
so many different ways.
It could so many ways. That's how I feel. Like
Lion dragon kick.
You feel me? Like
to the neck.
There's so many options. Because I don't really know what he's gonna come out with, so I have so many options. Like, and if I don't want to end that shit first, I know how to do that shit too. Like the boxing match, I went in with the mentality of I want a highlight reel. Like, so it wasn't like I had no reason to. In my head, it was like I ain't about to kill this dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? I could touch and get outside. Like, I know I'm faster than you, I know I'm stronger than you. That shit easy work. But knocking niggas out is not really that easy. Like, you really gotta sit the fuck down on some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, really touch a motherfucker.
It takes a lot of power.
Not even really a lot of power. You really just gotta know what the fuck you're doing, or get super fucking lucky. Like, one of the two. But you can't be in the middle and catch a knockout. It's just not gonna work. Like,
you had to like just work on until you get to the
point like that knockout shit. Like, okay, so for him, he's a football player. Like, at the D1 level, he's taking hits from 300-pound guys. You're not gonna knock that nigga out. And I knew that shit going into that fight, into that boxing match. I was like, bro, my fist is not as big as some of the linemen you got hit by. You know what I'm saying? Like, your head is used to taking this damage. You're not worried about these punches. And I fought football players before, and those niggas don't go. Oh, Vince is a fucking football player. Like, those niggas don't go down. Like, anybody who's taking college level hits at the D1, D2 level, bro, they're like, boxing is their natural next step. MMA is their natural next step. Like, I know hella football players that make that transition because they know them hits are not the same. Like,
so going from boxing to MMA, I'm assuming that you didn't have a lot of experience grappling and
my fucking wrestling sucks.
So like, what was that transition like? Because I'm sure like if your opponent doesn't
say that on the camera.
Don't give me an advantage.
Okay, so if I'm being real, the only reason why I said that is because I don't like being on the ground. But that's easy to admit. My wrestling doesn't suck though. So if any other fighter is watching that, I would just let him control it. Back, take it how you want to. I really don't give a fuck.
You can beat their ass.
You try to keep the fight standing up though?
Hell yeah, because I'm fine like that. Like, there's no reason to go to the ground, but I always know I'm doing on the ground. Like, you would never catch me in the spot where I don't know I'm doing.
Is the nigga that you about to fight? What type of fight you sound like?
That's what I'm saying. No.
You ain't studying?
Fuck no. Why would I study? It don't matter. It don't matter. I'm prepared for everybody.
Is he had to study you? Or me? No, not him. You can be biased pretty easy. But I'm just talking about, like, I just assume.
I mean, they're all fighters, and I did used to study. In fact, I never studied my opponents. I used to study my teammates' opponents.
Okay.
I don't know why, but for some reason, I was more interested in his fighters, like who he was fighting, than my opponents. Like, my opponents, I never really cared to study. But eventually, I just stopped giving a fuck. Like, there's no reason to study a fighter. Like,
study, you never know what they're going to bring out. You can watch them tape and study that. They bring out a whole
yeah, but my thing is, if we prepare for everything, You got worried.
I'm not worried about nothing because I was coming out. So what is his record?
Oh, that nigga.
That is trash. That nigga lost twice. 50% losing. That nigga,
yeah, I mean, you don't quote me. It might be like 2-2. Yeah, you're right. He's still 50% loser. Yeah, you're right.
That's tough.
Nah, I mean, he got knocked out once. I think he got a lost decision once. But I really don't give a fuck about people's records. But I know he's a swole dude. Like, he has big arms. I've seen him fight in person once back in December. He won, but both of them niggas was gas. Like, they ain't really got no gas tank. They can't kick for shit. Like, if you're watching this, I'm on your ass. Like,
on their ass.
Yeah, just him though. Nobody else on the set.
Yeah, because I'm immediately swole.
Yeah. Oh, you looking at the picture?
Oh yeah, the picture right
Oh yeah.
That nigga swole.
Yeah, he's
But you gonna beat his ass though?
Yeah, easy. Like.
See him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that nigga for sure. Yeah. But I've also learned that just because you swole, I don't.
Yeah, I mean he's power every time, but I don't even think he's stronger than me. Like I've seen him fight. Like I don't really feel like he's gonna last one round, especially if.
You gotta have that confidence, man.
I'm just asking this.
I don't get warmed up for real. Like,
are you trying him, Lou?
No, I'm just saying it's an interview.
Trying to do this whole podcast. Like you don't believe his ability.
Nah, it's just an interview. That's all this.
I'm right. Shit, I'm gonna really show me, nigga. Like you can't tell me shit.
Yeah, nobody gonna tell you shit.
Put your hand in your head.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying.
Are you
sweating? The fighter that you fighting.
Yeah.
So that nigga, he look like garbage. So hopefully you knock him out quick.
Yeah.
So why would you? I would assume that you would want to knock him out as soon as possible to try to make your point proven, correct?
Yeah. Okay. So sometimes you really do want footage, like so you want extra to go 3 rounds, and you like. And sometimes finishing up on the 2 fast gets too easy, like, and you kind of just like, all right, I don't really know what I'm doing now. I'm not know what I'm doing, but you want to show more. Okay. And you don't have that opportunity because the fight ends too fast.
Okay.
I got enough highlights, bro. I don't give a fuck no more. He need to go 60 seconds.
60 seconds?
Yeah. I don't need that shit to be done fast. Like, I want to do that shit in 3 shots or less.
Hey, there's a friend of mine. I want to fuck him up in the boxing ring. Can I get you here? What is this for, man? Why? Why would you do that? Hey, could you beat his ass?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I've been meaning to learn jiu-jitsu and just okay. I don't like striking sports.
Wow.
I don't like to participate in that. I'm like, I don't like.
Khabib is a big like jiu-jitsu and wrestling guy.
Who you say?
Khabib.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Yeah. Of course.
Yes.
It's the one MMA guy I actually follow. Yeah, so I've been meaning to get into it. So I had some cousins growing up that got into Muay Thai, and I always thought that was crazy because I just don't like getting hit in the head. So, say what?
Move it.
With my head?
Yeah.
I guess. I just a couple times I
was very basic.
like I left pretty like dizzy. I was like, oh man, I really don't want to be doing this again. I do it for the video just because I like views and shit. That's about it. But jiu-jitsu is like I genuinely enjoy it. Wrestling. Our school I went to, Brock University, they were #1 in Canada for wrestling. So they held plenty of wrestling events. I see all the best wrestlers in Canada compete all the time. It's like wrestling is fascinating. It's all about like trying to control your opponent and use their body against them. And I thought that was pretty dope. And then you see people do jiu-jitsu and it's just using other people's body and bending it in ways you didn't even think was fucking possible to get them to tap. And then I don't know what it's like to knock someone out or to tap, but I reckon getting them to tap is like that's like true submission. You know what I'm saying? It's like you just.
That's why I said I might get that rear naked choke, but I don't even think I'll be able to get to his back. Like, if my game plan works the way it like my A plan, if that works the way it goes.
The A plan is a kick to the head.
Nah, it's a kick to the thigh.
Oh no.
When does it come out? I don't give a fuck. He can know. I tell people my first move all the time, but they still be stupid enough to fall for it.
You bone break regularly?
I don't know. Probably.
So when you fight, do you get more enjoyment out of like getting someone to submit or to knock them out? Okay.
Or
What's that feeling like out of curiosity? Because I have no clue what that's like.
The first time I was scared as fuck. I didn't know what happened. Like I really thought, like the first time I knocked somebody out, it was a shot to the solar plexus, and it wasn't like a.
What's that?
I think it's the part of the body he's touching.
Yeah, it's like right here where your heart is.
Oh, where your heart is?
Yeah.
What you making his heart?
Yeah. It was a shot to the solar plexus. So when a solar plexus is like a knockout, that's more of a TKO, right?
Yeah.
So a TKO is a technical knockout, which means he just cannot continue. His body is done, but he's still conscious. And a knockout is fully unconscious, right? So this is a TKO knockout. A TKO knockout is a little scary because it looks like a nigga either dying, like on the way, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't know what the fuck happened. When he started grabbing his heart, I thought I stopped that shit, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, because you know with a knockout, you always know the knockout that you knocked them unconscious, they're still alive, and they'll wake up and be good to go, you know what I'm saying? That might just be a concussion, or they might just knock their lights out, either or. It's way safer to get knocked out, like a KO, than a TKO, right? You don't know what the fuck could go on. You could break a rib on the TKO. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could explode his spleen or some shit. Like, you can hit somebody so hard. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, stop somebody hard off a solar plex shot, make somebody throw up or shit themselves, or a shot to the kidney. Like,
have you shit yourself?
Huh?
Oh, you shit yourself? Wow.
You like somebody shit yourself wrestling or doing jiu-jitsu?
Yeah, I was actually afraid of that when I was boxing. I'm not gonna lie. I was afraid of everything. I went in there.
I mean,
After the shit comes out, like mid-round. Let's see, yo, it's done.
Do you take shit like before the fight just so that there's no possibility of that?
so
Appreciate it.
I do appreciate actually.
Get it out.
But I don't appreciate it for the sake of being scared that I might get hit in the stomach and shit. But I appreciate it so I feel light, like I can bounce around. Like I appreciate for
Shit be holding you down, don't it?
Yeah, dude. But no. I mean, it really depends. So for me, I just like I don't really have no ways to. All my shorts be so tight, so I'll be like, it should be kind of taking my energy from me sometimes.
Can't have that.
Yeah. So,
It's like a
Do you believe in the whole like talking about you shit before you believe in like you gotta like get a nut before like
like not fucking?
yeah like not fucking like the Tyson theory where like
but Tyson doesn't or does?
Tyson didn't fuck.
Yeah, I know most athletes don't do shit.
He did.
Yeah, I never heard nobody call it that. That's why I didn't know. But yeah, most athletes don't fuck before fights. I don't fuck before fights.
You fuck with training.
Are you a fighter though?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not sure.
Right, niggas training all year round. What nigga wants to go sell it? You supposed to be selling it while you training?
I'm asking questions.
Yeah, bro, I be selling all the time.
For real?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't live that life. I love the fuck, so.
Okay, so you gotta understand, like,
It's about
if you're
discipline.
not into that, like, I don't know. The time fucking moves, bro. Like, you can wake up. Okay, so.
I could be celibate if I wanted to.
Bro, I wake up 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Be in the gym by 6. I'm not out the gym till about 9 or 10. After that, like, I'll probably beat up. You're not eating pussy with broken lips, you know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? Like, if your legs are cramped up,
If your lips are small, you may eat it better.
you got cuts all over your lips, you know, bit all in your mouth, because, you know, been fighting with no mouth guard. Like, you're not, like, half the time you're not thinking about sex, you're just fucking tired. Like, it might be a blue moon where you might catch a little whiff or something, but other than, bro, like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? But
So them niggas are just different. Like, the idea that Tyson would fuck.
okay, you gotta realize, them niggas go nuts and periods of time. Like, you might go, like, my coach be like, you got a week. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I got a teammate, he be like, man, I got 5 bitches lined up. You know what I'm saying? For a 7-day week. And then you gotta go right back in the training mode, like, right back in the camp mode. My thing is, so, with my training partners, for me, if I'm not fucking, well, if they're not fucking, I'm not fucking. Like, if I don't gotta fight.
Yeah.
Because you're not about to kick my ass in practice because I ain't got no legs. Like, yeah, no. So if you got an 8-week fight practice, I mean, you got an 8-week camp. I got an 8-week camp.
By that logic,
You could be fucking around and have a year pass by.
not just that, but you believe that you not nutting leads to like some kind of like advantage physically, or is that just like what is it? Is it mentally? Is it physical?
To be honest,
or is it just like a time thing?
So you know, with science, you gotta test the other side to see what it is. I've never tested the other side, so I don't know. Like, for me, I feel like I always have energy, but then again, I don't be fucking. So if I was a nigga who be fucking all the time, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? That might be a different conversation to have. I only know it from one way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't.
Your boxer friend do it?
Ooh.
No, your boxer friends or your friends.
Or, I mean, people make
So you gotta realize, I deal with elite athletes. These niggas never get tired. Like, you feel me? Like,
I was talking about to be fucking too, or anybody.
yeah, I mean, all of them be fucking. Like, the ones that got kids be fucking, but the ones that don't got kids, they be on the same schedule I'm at. They might go 8-9 months, and we might, you know what I'm saying? You gotta think, this pussy don't pay, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's a fact.
it don't pay. Pussy don't pay.
That's a
So
fact.
you got a fight coming up. You gonna let a nigga beat your ass because you want to fuck? Like, no. If I get beat up, you got to go fuck him. Like,
I'll be mad.
You feel me? Like,
pussy that made you lose a fight.
Oh
man.
you feel me? So just imagine that. Imagine like wasting a nut and losing a fight, bro. You lost twice.
Lost 3 times.
You really lost 3 times because you probably spent some money on me.
I want to say I'm dead.
I mean, you gotta take it out, do something, nigga. I mean, you spend money.
You might lose a robber at that point. You got to double back. Like,
that's one way to look at it. Yeah,
That's one way.
Right, Lo? Right?
So have you ever like made somebody submit to? You talk about knocking them out here and make somebody submit, like tap out.
Yeah. Of course.
How does that feel? What is like mentally going through your mind when you making a nigga tap out?
That one's more quick. That one's more fun because it's like that's real dominance. Like a knockout, you can get kind of lucky. You can just place a shot right. Sometimes you don't even see it happen until after the fact.
Yeah.
But submission, that's like killing somebody slow. Like you're like watching like you either gonna quit or you gonna go to sleep. Like or I'm gonna break something.
What's going in your head like mentally? Because I did a little bit of jiu-jitsu, but I mean a little bit. I just took a few classes, and like it's. Like, there's an infinite amount of possibilities that you can do on the ground. And then, like, he can counter with literally anything, too.
Yeah.
And so, like, let's say you have him in, like, full guard. Like, what's your next move and what's his next move? And are you, like, stressed mentally? Or are you reading him? Or are you focusing on what you got to do? Like, what's going on in your head to, like...
So, for me, in competition mode, I never let myself get to the ground. So I don't know what it's like in game mode, but sparring wise, if my coach is forcing me to drill a certain type of way, or do a jiu-jitsu drill, my whole thing is don't die in this drill, don't die in this drill. So half the time I do be panicking, but once I kind of learn like the objective, everything gets super calm. It's like, all right, figure out a way to either free up something or lock something. So you always want to think of like certain pressure points. Like that'd be my thing is, where's he going? Where am I going? Where's he going? Where am I going? And then can you flow like water? Like you never want to push against the current. Like somebody's gonna lock up. If you're on the bottom, you're gonna always lock up worse, unless you can be. So,
yeah, cause.
Quick question. So now you got him in a headlock. Do y'all be talking to each other? You whispering here like,
I do. I definitely do.
Let go.
That's what the fuck I be saying.
Y'all be talking. I knew y'all be saying.
I'll be like, I always say the craziest shit. Like, I would be like, you know, you don't want this shit, right? Like, I'd be like, I'm destined for this. I'd be like, why don't you just fucking tap? I'd be like, that's your girl, the white one.
You know the crazy part is, dude gets told how he can't respond back.
Yeah, then I'm like, damn, you gonna let yourself die over a 3-minute fight? I'm like, bro, you better tap. Like, I'll be saying some crazy shit. Like, I'll be like, what happened if I yank you right now? Like, I really pick your ass up, guys. Then I'll start playing. I'm like, it's really like 20% power. And then I'll take the back of their head and push down. And I'm like 30. And squeeze down like 40. Squeeze down 50. Squeeze down 60.
I think most MMA fighters need to go to therapy. But that's something wrong.
It's like some anime. It's like
10%.
And they just go more pressure.
I'm being choked, and I hear it's only 10%.
And you really, and my whole thing is I don't even be choking hard. All I do is movement. Like, all I do is like, it'll be the same amount of pressure the whole fucking time.
Demonstration.
All I do is just that. That's all I'm doing. And they think it's more power than me.
It'd be better if you had a head in your arm.
Yeah.
Just for the pod's sake. I got what he's saying. He's saying you just push your head more than
but it's like a demonstration.
Yeah,
he's a professional though. He's not
I'm just saying.
Are you scared?
Yes, actually, yeah. But like you just putting his head more into your arm to the crease. Yeah, I get that point.
Yeah, it's so fascinating. I learned how to do a simple arm bar and a leg lock. I'm like, it's so cool how how the body works.
Stupid shit out my ass. Like, I'll hit you with like a flying roundhouse.
Yeah, all of that is exciting to me. Like that's dope. Like the ability, so now like someone can't even try you because they have to have a weapon, and even then you could also have a weapon, but it's like you're not out in the world. Yeah. You're equipped to defend yourself no matter the circumstance. But then you also, this is your job, this is your career, is to fight people.
Can you fight people out in the world still?
Yo, your head registered? I get that question all the time. So you gotta understand, like, so
you can't fight?
No, I can. I can do whatever I want to do.
You have to give them like a warning.
I don't. I have to give nobody a warning. So my thing is, anybody can defend yourself. Like, you don't have to have registered weapons to defend yourself. The issue then becomes, if I'm in public, right? Let's say I'm in a bar. If I get into a bar fight, and either if I started the bar fight or if it's 50-50 start, like we just got into some shit.
Shout out to the two in the chat.
I beat you so crazy, like senselessly, and they be like, how the fuck did he do that shit? Like, it looked like he knows some shit. Then I'll get charged with like aggravated battery type shit or like assault with a deadly weapon. And then they will register my hands as deadly weapons.
Are you getting dead ass?
Your hands get registered.
So you gotta beat a nigga senseless. You gotta beat the shot this
Like,
nigga.
you get registered after the fact. Like, there's not some commission, like, there's not some police commission that goes, every fighter in the name of, in the U.S.
I thought once you go pro, you get your belt, like your black belt, you get a black belt, once you reach a certain level.
Oh, bro. So you gotta think, what if, like, so y'all watch UFC?
Yeah.
There's a nigga named Darren Till, like, he's like the nicest nigga, or Steven Thompson, like Wonder Boy. Both of them motherfuckers are nice as shit. You would never get into shit in the street ever in life. The motherfuckers are like,
honestly, fighters are some of the nicest people I always meet.
yeah, they're calm as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, but those two, like, so why would they need to register their weapon, their hands as weapons? Like, they would never pull the bitches out.
You fight smoke.
I'll fight whoever the fuck I want to fight. I mean, whoever I need to fight.
Okay, yeah. So
You'll fight whoever you need to.
Yeah, I would
the
fight.
ones that do the one-inch punch thing.
I would fight anybody in front of me.
was there a point where you like in the ring where you were like kind of flabbergasted or like what was happening, like you didn't know what to do next, like you didn't have the counters?
There's been times where like I overwork myself, like I've had a crazy ass day and I just knew I was too tired to really be sparring right now. But even then, you didn't put me on the floor. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still could stand up through, you know,
True. What do people say you look like?
I get Burner Boy. I get.
What's his name? Chestnut, the great Iron Man. A little bit in the face.
I don't know who that is.
What's his name? The great Iron Man.
I don't know.
He's talking about.
Chestnut. What's his name? You talking about?
Don Cheadle?
Don Cheadle, yeah.
Oh no, I never got that.
Don Cheadle,
the actor?
Yeah.
Well, you take the dreads off.
No, I got the nigga from the Wood though. You know the Wood?
Like Ace Hood a little bit with the dreads.
Yeah, I can see Ace Hood actually. I can see that a little bit.
Mike from the Wood.
I don't know who I know.
Google it.
Okay, I'll do it.
I just start training. I let everything go. Hey, we gonna fight at 9 low. Come now. Or I come down there. So yo, what we come down there?
Yo, I started lagging. That's tough.
Oh, that was funny.
Oh man.
That movie had like more, what's his name? More Chestnut, Omar Epps, another nigga in there.
Is Omar Epps related to Mike Epps?
No, I don't think that.
I can see.
This is before I had my hair.
Yeah, I can see. I can see.
How long does it take to grow up, by the way?
I have about 4 years in. No, I have about 4 years. About 4 years in. But these twisted niggas will show you the next things.
Is that complicated fights for you?
And not really because it's pulled back, but sparring, because for some fucking reason I'm an asshole and I don't tie it all the way up. I will get into a habit of trying to slip punches but it's not really punches like from my opponent. It's really like anger. Like there's been times that like even like the parking lot, man, they come from a fight. It really scared me.
Wait, what happened? Oh, that's where it came from.
That mark on your face came from you.
Okay.
Yeah, I know, it's just crazy as fuck. You know, like, where's the fight spot? Like, so, like, last 3 days, people be like, you got punched? I'm like, bro, you know good and well.
Wait, that's recent?
Yeah, it's like 2 days ago.
Oh, wow.
I got a red birth mark right here from this side. Obviously, I got hit with it. I got to keep a big picture of my photo now.
Shit. There's a mark on one of my eyes that I got to a fight in, like, 3rd grade. I think that's just a black mark.
My brother smashed my head in.
Bruh.
These stitches in my middle of my forehead.
I threw my brother out the window before.
Okay.
I don't have any. I don't have any. I'm not to. I don't even talk about it. Because y'all just keep going on. I was gonna see you, man, right there with the sticks on the forehead.
My brother pushed me.
And then when you said that,
My brother ran my foot.
My brother threw a baseball bat and accidentally let that shit go. He was just trolling. It hit me in my elbow.
Which one was he next?
This nigga tried to electrocute me.
Oh, okay.
Which one did you got?
One time I jumped on my brother's back and he got pissed, so he backed me into the wall and I fell inside the wall.
We broke chairs, like wooden chairs over each other's back.
Oh, wow. Let's get into it. What else?
Hey man, you weird.
I was tortured for days. I was like, I never was born.
damn, that's tough. That's tough. So it sounds like you're gonna just come out the gate, kick this nigga in the thigh, uppercut this nigga, and then catch this nigga in the chokehold. Let this nigga tap out. And then get a roundhouse.
So I'm thinking if he drop his hands, I can put that foot on his head. And if he don't drop his hands, I can break that rib.
Sound interesting. Sound
slap. Coming up. Yeah.
it's off.
A long day from the slap. A long time away from the slap boxing days.
I thought Giannis was Greek.
But he's on his parents are. I think he's from Greece, but his parents like his descendants of some sort of.
Bro, I'm so busy, it's hard for me to watch other sports.
Oh yeah, no, I would.
You drink sodas?
Yeah.
You just do that for you. Ice cream?
No.
Okay. You ain't that crazy.
No, I just I don't really like ice cream.
Oh,
I'll grab a strawberry. Yeah. Like, I like pie, shit like that. Yeah, I like pie over cake.
I was had that at my birthday party. I had pie because I didn't like cake until like a year ago.
I feel like you're joking, but you're
I'm dead ass.
I'm dead.
I used to have my grandma used to make this strawberry cream pie. Or yeah, it's like kind of like a cheesecake kind of with the graham cracker batter, the strawberry glaze on top of strawberry. Really work. I like apple pie too.
Apple pie, pecan pie, like peach cobbler, apple fritters, all that shit, crumbles.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Wow.
I ain't gonna lie, I just got on peach cobbler like
All that,
You gotta
yeah.
get it made right though.
You feel?
I don't know when I get no, it was
The vanilla bean ice cream. You don't like ice cream though, but that ice cream with the hot peach cobbler, that cold hot mix.
That's always been weird to me too. Like my dad does that. I don't understand it.
It is
Well, putting ice cream on something.
Side, oh yeah, I'm like
it's
side
a weird
pie,
thing.
It's weird.
Like salt and pepper.
It's like salt on grapes. Like it's just strange.
Salt and grits is weird to you?
Yeah.
Salt and grits.
How's that weird? Sugar on grits is kind of weird to me.
What?
Trying to say he's weird though? Stop.
No, but you do sugar on grits?
Yeah, I fuck shit over. I mean, I don't really fuck grits.
That's cool. I mean,
I don't really fuck grits at all.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Like, if I do, then I fuck like sugar on grits.
No, I mean, it's cool. I know, bro.
He was weird, right?
No. I'm saying, like, if you want to do that, that's cool, though.
What if I want to do that? It's cool.
That's, I mean, but if salt on grease is weird too, that's cool too.
Why are you so far away? It's like you just keep the engine open.
Nah, I'm still in front.
You need me to adjust the camera, John?
Nah, you good. It's
Okay.
like you just keep going over there.
Yeah.
Nah,
Your phone or something?
No, I'm good, man. I'm good, man. So yeah. We get into the lightning round, because I think we talked about everything.
Steady calling my phone. Para todo. Por eso todo. Leave me alone.
Saturday.
Come Florida.
Yeah.
Support. Buy tickets or
I mean, it's Valentine's Day weekend. And Airbnbs are cheap, so if you're here, come here. Just pull up. You can look up Island Fights on Instagram. Regular Island Fights. No underscores, no dots, nothing. Island Fights. Fucking. If you're not, you probably just. I think I might stream this shit on Facebook. I'll stream my fight online, but I don't know about other people want to watch other fights.
Where you gonna stream it?
I thought Bravo was gonna lock me up.
Yeah, I'll probably stream it on my Prince Y'all page.
Oh, it will. And it'll be all in the description and stuff like that too. But now to the. What's the horniest you've been?
In your life, man.
In my life? I think I probably went on a cartoon porn binge when I was 14, 15. I watched every parody of every type of movie. I watched the Scooby-Doo parody, the Simpsons parody. I watched the Batman parody.
I've always been afraid to do that because it might ruin those shows for me.
It didn't ruin shit. I watched the Fresh Prince parody, all of that shit.
Damn.
What's Hillary?
Now you about to all of them, yes, bro. I mean, they get actors.
Yeah, actors,
but still though, it's just those characters. But the cartoons is a little better because those are drawn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the parodies is niggas. Yeah, the motherfuckers.
True.
Yeah, that's a. Well, it's not as crazy as his story, but it's up there.
You were the one nigga who beat off in class, nigga.
No, it's not.
You jacked off in class.
I be lying to niggas. Bro, I said I almost. You know when you ever get so horny in class? In high school and you dick for no reason?
He said no.
Bro, I almost did. I didn't though. My day was just hard for 50 minutes straight.
I never had that issue.
In computer science
I
class.
could always get some shit done.
But I was in computer science class. We was learning about ones and zeros, so I was bored.
I get somebody in the bedroom, something like that.
Would you ever let a female dominate you?
Nah, I think I got more.
Wrap you up, hang you from walls,
Nah.
grab you, choke you.
Maybe the choke part.
You like to be choked?
I mean, I like to
What
be
about your
choked.
nipples licked?
Nah.
Look at that guy right there.
Nah.
Look at that guy. That's your guy. He likes to hold domination effect. If he had hair, he'll get it pulled. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna hold it down.
I'm two-handed, so you can't pull my shit.
Niggas is capping. So we're gonna down. You throw them jeans off. He just.
I got too much of a dominating personality. I don't even think it would work that way for me. I probably would get into a position and be like, the fuck? Your ass over.
Stop calling my phone. I done told you before that it's cool, but
you also couldn't. He couldn't say it on the podcast because then his opponent would know like, oh, you dominated.
Well, he ain't lying.
But you can't. But yeah, no. What I'm saying is, even if he still wouldn't be able, literally.
But at the end of the day, it don't matter what I say. He's not gonna beat me.
That's what I'm saying.
I can say I fuck cats. And
he obviously
still
doesn't.
not
That's hypothetical. Like you don't actually do that.
I don't even like cats. I would never go.
What I said is hypothetical. He gets nipples right from up.
It's wild, bro.
Yeah. He's got a line that he brought up, which is wild.
It's definitely not a lie.
I'm looking at what are the 5 things that you find attractive in like a woman? The 5 biggest things you look for in a woman.
shout out to the two in the chat.
Her personality gotta be crazy as fuck. Gotta be a lot of fine girls. Fine don't phase me. The lips. Yeah. Her hair. Her hair. She don't have to even have hair. She can be bald, but if you got, you know what I'm saying? It got to look like something.
Lips are underrated.
Yeah, lips are. I'm not really a big feet guy. Maybe a butt or something like that. I might look at your frame.
When you say personality, because I don't want you to be like an all encompass, like what are the things like in personality?
Like she gotta be like I like goofy chicks. Like, you gotta be fun.
Right, goofy.
Straight personality. You like fun.
Yeah, like I need a fun shit. Like you can't be too bougie with me. Like I'm a simple motherfucker. Like I'm really just a hood nigga.
Fun, let me scare.
Yeah. Her frame. Check that out. And then she gotta have some hustle behind her. Like I dated some great workers, like some girls who were like excellent employees.
Yeah.
But you gotta
Shout out
like,
to the
it's a
three in the
weird
chat.
kind of
Appreciate
relationship.
y'all.
Like you're having a conversation with somebody and they don't have no type of like
Ambition.
I wouldn't call it ambition because 9-to-5ers have ambition. They just don't have like it's a certain like a leadership trait that's like halfway not there. You know what I'm saying? Like they can lead in within a setting, but they would never be like the top of that setting. You know what I'm saying? Like they would never be a CEO. They could be a team lead all day, they could be your boss, they could be a manager, supervisor, but they'll never be like the top. They would never be a CEO. You know what I'm saying? They'll never be better.
I've learned that you said that some people just like that.
Yeah. And you can make $1 million with
for
9-to-5.
For sure.
Ain't no issue.
But I've learned that some people, like everybody just isn't, because everybody always, especially right now, being an entrepreneur, being a boss, like a thing to say that you do right now. But the more I've learned people, the more I realize like it's just not meant for everybody. Some people are actually completely okay with being, a worker.
So I think my thing is, I think if you're self-aware enough to know, I think I could fuck with a girl who just, if she was self-aware enough to just know, like, hey, that's not me, but I know who to talk to. I'll take that, because then you can just put me in positions to go get it out there and get it. Versus, like, relying on you.
That's it right there, self-aware. Because that's both self-aware. And the biggest reason why we even asked the question is to try to figure out how far you got to get down on the list before you can get to, like, how important looks are to most men.
No, looks don't really matter that much to me. Like, I'm in the profession of making motherfuckers fine. So as long as you base level cute, I could turn the rest into something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is hard for me. I don't have to accept you that.
Yeah.
As long as you're not lazy, and I never do it. As long as you're not lazy, I take whichever we should find roots. So let's go for this. Oh, that's work. You know what I'm saying? I would do it. I mean, if somebody of a certain size was interested,
BBW?
Whatever.
BBW?
High school. But she said it's changed.
See what you want. She would have to have she would. Okay. Hair, nails. She definitely got a butt.
Yeah.
Give BBW. No. Big, beautiful.
Oh my God, he rocked me.
Well, just because you did that, but anyway though, I guess
Steady calling my phone. I told you before that it's over. Leave me alone.
Best fighting moment? What's a moment that kind of got you to that point where you were like,
I could do this shit.
yeah, you could really do this.
Woo!
Tell the psychotic story where you knocked the nigga down and kind of went home happy that you knocked him down. So I feel like that's like,
Go back.
Nah, I got better scoring stories than I do that. Like, my competition fights, I just went in there and did my job. Like, those was ability to be like, crazy, I can really do this shit type moments. I had those moments in the gym, just sparring, like, if I'm sparring like a Bellator pro or like an Invicta pro or one championship pro or like a UFC pro, and I do some shit, I'm like, oh shit. Like, I put off like you know what Superman punch is?
yeah.
I put off a super uppercut, like, and I put off a super hook. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nobody changed, nobody like chains punches like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've never seen this. I've never seen like do a Superman instead of going down the middle, come around the side, or come like I've never seen like that. So me doing that to a dude.
Shout out to the two in the
like,
chat. Appreciate y'all.
Bellator, like a retired Bellator vet, but he's still in shape. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was amazing to me. I said, oh, I might be fine with this shit. Like, I'm only getting better.
Say, boy.
But that was my like light bulb moment. I stick with this and stay creative, bro.
Oh. Who's your biggest simp?
Big what?
Simp.
Simp?
Yeah, simp.
Like for my girl?
Yeah,
No, he said simp.
yeah, simp. Like the biggest simp.
That's me.
Like he got through art show for a girl. Art show?
You an art show?
Yeah.
Like painting art or like?
She was fucking with you at the time, but she wasn't fucking with you.
She was.
Oh, they don't got what?
Kind of.
The simp
You ever
means
do art show for a girl?
no. Simp means like she don't really fuck with you. Like you just do
I
her
never had a girl not fuck with me.
I believe.
Yeah. No,
You don't think so, Marcel?
I believe you probably all the girls probably fuck with you. So I believe that.
yeah, if I ever put my eyes on a girl, I've never
Like
lost.
your mouth low. Huh? Like your mouth, you have a come on, man.
No, like, I mean, he said all the girls fuck with, like, all the girls he fuck with him too, so I mean, I believe
Be
him.
pressing everybody else about the same.
I ain't got hurt.
Yeah, I've never, like, yeah. In fact, I even one day did the complete opposite. Like, I was like, let me see how fucked up I can, like, look, see if I can still pull the chick. And I still pull the chick.
So what's up with his own show?
Oh, she was going away to school.
That's the question you wanted to ask.
How fuck you want me to follow up on the
Podcast history right now, man. Lo is so nervous that he impressed with it. He always presses guests when they skip out on the Simp story.
He goes,
Oh, man!
everybody said the same thing. He said he don't simp. I mean, he don't simp.
No, I don't. Okay. Yeah, no, I don't. You can never find a chick that said I do that like that.
Yeah.
You never fucking with a girl more than she was fucking, or
When
when
I
she was
wait.
fucking with you? So, like, you took her out a couple times.
When I was, no. I mean, no. I mean, there was a couple times where there was some girls in like a bad spot, but I wasn't simping and helping them out. It was just, you know, it was just being helpful. You feel me?
Wasn't trying to fuck, that's why you did.
Nah, it wasn't like a situation I'm trying to fuck. It was like a bitch, you and your kids gonna be outside. Like all you need is $200. What's that?
Yeah. I hear you. Yeah.
You understand?
Y'all definitely
You
understand.
was doing Purple Heart, bro?
Huh?
Purple Heart, what's that?
I don't know what the fuck is on right now.
Shit or something?
This nigga's talking.
Nobody else moving but you.
No, I'm just trying to figure out, bro. This, you know,
Figure out what?
He said he ain't never sent before. No, but I believe him. He ain't never sent. He's never sent a day in his life.
Yeah, no, my dad would probably be mad.
That is true.
Your dad could beat your ass still?
No, he can't.
Okay, but you would let us know, obviously.
He was talking.
Yeah. Well, at what age did you start dodging punishments? Like, your mom was like, why? Stop moving. And he was like, Mom, I'm going to keep running. So.
No, I never ran. I always took my wig. But what?
You got to, because you run it.
No, at the
You
age
elongate
15, 16,
No,
I
so
was
that was the
closing
thing.
the door like, no, Mom,
My
stop.
mom couldn't beat me after like 11.
Word?
It didn't hurt anymore. Like
No fucking way. Wait, what is she beating you with? Because if it's a
I
belt,
got a belt. Like I was
a belt didn't hurt you?
Bro, feel my hand.
I feel his hands, nigga. Feel them, nigga. You look.
You gotta ask Lo just touch him on
How
the
does
hand.
that? How do you
Lo
feel like
just
that?
touched him.
Oh, like a German shepherd.
But I mean, I have hard hands, so eventually, like,
How does that happen? Like you
it's
just work?
okay. Like all the guys in my family have hard hands.
Okay.
I mean, I probably have the hardest hands in my.
But what does that mean though? Because if she whip you in your back like that, she could turn around and use the belt buckle. That would hurt.
I've done that too. My mom broke.
You're okay. There's no fucking way the belt buckle didn't hurt.
No,
belt-
I mean,
belt
you
didn't
gotta realize it probably hurt, but
It's
fucking with
bare.
the
You know what I used to do? I used to exaggerate the pain just so she would feel sorry and stop. I'd be like,
No, that don't work.
I'm dying. And just so she'd be like, oh, enough. And I'd be like, God, I got the punishment.
My sisters did that. My sisters did that.
My mom never fell for that shit.
Yeah, my mom never fell for that.
Yeah,
That's what
We used to if my mom started on this side of the kitchen, we used to just
So
I mean, you
for
time
me,
it right. You got time.
For me, it was more like this shit's getting. I think the last time I got a whooping, I was like, 8th grade. I got to a fight at school. My mom was like, mad I got suspended or something. And she tried to whoop me. And she hit me like maybe 10 times on this hand, maybe 10 times on this hand, and then tried to like go back to this hand. And I was just bored. And I was like, I grabbed the belt and ejected from her.
Oh
and
my
then,
God. I'd be petrified. I would. As a mom, I'm done at that point.
That's exactly what happened. She was like,
my authority.
Okay, wait till your dad gets home. That was the first time I got hit. That was actually the first time I got hit with a bad one. He's a small one, so he's like 5'9". But I mean, I'm in 8th grade, so that's probably my second size.
I told you mom.
My granddad was like 17.
So you just over on your pants. I'm 16, you just get it down. I wish you would. I'll be on that age.
Maybe not. So if your mom ever says wait for your dad to come home, it's over.
Yeah, it's so that's basically what he did. Like, he came through the garage, he was supposed to be dead and says, boom. And I like fell through the door, like fell through the back door.
Is it like, did your mom ever like schedule like a whipping and like you lose and you like put layers on?
Yeah, I think that was.
See, that's what my mom did. It wasn't no, like, it wasn't very really a surprise, so I had time to run it.
She'd be like, wait, go to your room.
Yeah, just be ready, because I'm about to whip you that day.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Also, there was no layering. My mom told me, like, take your hands off. You be bare, nigga. There was no layering.
I think I did it once. She seen it. And she was like, yeah, no. But she tried to whip me one time and told me to lay on the floor. That might have been the stupidest thing I ever did. Like, why the fuck did I actually lay on the floor? But she hit me twice, and I just stood up and was like, yeah, I do that.
It hurts.
Yeah, but you understand, that's like a slave beat.
That leverage.
Flat on the ground. Like, that gravity come down is different. When the African shrimp, like, I don't know what African women do growing up. It's just, they're strong. Like, that's probably where I get my strength from.
And it was like, a strategy. My dad would always be like, or my mom would be like, get the belt. And I'd be like, all right, so I go to my dad's closet, and I'd be like, please, Dad, I'll be in the refrigerator store today. And I'll grab like the lightest belt, but sometimes it was nothing but just thick fucking leather belts, and I knew it was over, man. I was like, damn.
You never had a movie with that gator skin.
That switch around the church. I was just feeling like, Dad, where did you shop to go get belts? Like, why is everything in this fucking closet the sickest shit in the world right now, bro?
But my dad had some genuine leather belts that were like that thick. Like, I remember I got some leather belts that were like that thick. Like, I remember I got beaten so bad one time. I was for sure that I was adopted. I was bloody. Like, I was like, I'm calling defects. Like, ain't no way. Like, I was calling her all kind of B words.
That beat you with a bag start yelling in the minutes.
I couldn't do that.
I used to yell in the
And our mom would hear me and be like, what did you say? And I'd be like, I ain't saying nothing.
I mean, y'all know you guys were cool. When I got beat, I just made sure I did anything that never allowed to happen again. I never even crossed my mind to grab the belt and make sure I was doing that.
Every once in a while, like,
that only process never fucking happened.
So it's like, I think that was more like a fight or flight type of thing. I was just more like, how much more can you take? I think, alright, so really what it was is I hit a fucking stride like 8th grade. So all this is still 8th grade. Yeah, and then like August, I said fuck it.
Yeah.
So if I die, I die. Like, once you have that mentality, you almost can do whatever the fuck you want to do.
See, mine's happened a bit early. I was in 5th grade, but my mom and dad were with me. Even when I was in like school home, like if I'm at the school, see about Ronnie and my homework, and I was like, that's not in here. Go back in the car, put me in the car, drop me back off to school.
Never.
My mom was like, that's it. At that point, I was like, I can't keep doing this. This is just something like, me lying like this, you gotta just stop.
If I got a whooping for lying or something, it would just make me like figure out where the fuck I fucked up. Like, and then
so I was
from this.
I would keep doing that, but then it was a point where I was like, I just need to do this shit because like I keep lying and like just keep figuring it out.
I fucked that shit up so bad. I was making fake report cards.
and Melly.
Oh, yeah, a lot of my friends were doing that, but I was so petrified of getting caught that I didn't do that.
That's what point I was at.
Nah.
By the time
Are you gonna die?
Nah, my dad would give me ski games when we
That's crazy.
when we got good grades.
To go graduate. This is the favorite place and you just don't know the stage.
See, like my mom, they would just call my mom or my dad and just be like, "Yo, you was feeling." And so if I feel like that'd be even worse.
I got called that. I poured them on situation.
I've done that too. Yeah, they called and they called. I don't know what's going on. My mom just sitting there with that crazy smile on her face. Hey, but you don't think what? She was person. And like they brought me in, and the person who talked to her was like, "Yeah, your son's such a great kid. And you got the chance with him. And he was doing this and that." And then she was like, "Yeah." And I was like, I don't know anything about that. She was black. So we don't hate on her. Oh, yeah. Yeah. The sergeant here. Will you please come to the office? Will you please come to the office? I'm not taking that. Oh, it's 4? Huh? Yeah. At 6 down.
Yeah, I was in 5th or 6th grade. I was just trying anything, just lie.
I'll be trying to look at old stuff and trying to do it.
I don't know I had the courage to forge some
But
shit.
that's when it was tough for me. At 6th grade, I was
You
like,
come from forging a signature to be.
and but you gotta have a previous beat to know I read the board to get the beat.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I didn't get bad at school, so I never needed to. I got maybe suspended a couple times.
So you haven't got
But that's it.
a good thorough beating.
No, I've gotten some
So the grade beating, like once your grades suck, those beatings stop hurting. Like you get messed up. The discipline beatings, like if you fuck up, like get to a fight, those get a little more angry. And you know, they usually get bad. Like you fuck up some grade and you bad, like you got good behavior.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then what really works. My thing is, you beating me. My drumline director beating me. Not beating me, but he beat my ass.
Yeah.
This shit don't hurt no more. Like, y'all
What
know
happened?
that get
Why
in
that
trouble.
happened? It was all beat.
Nah, he was just. I told him no week that. Actually, my drumline director, Cole directed the drumline portion of drumline, James Riles. I told him I've been watching that since
Yeah.
but we did all the music for most part. They write that song. Yeah, so we did all the drumlines.
What about that movie?
Yeah, that's something crazy. That's I might see this, but yeah, that's just